Buccaneers got thrashed. Your man Tom Brady, MVP again, 5 MVPs, 7 titles. Son is the GOAT. I ain't gonna even front.
Yeah, with the game, I kind of already knew, how it was gonna, have to be if Tom Brady was gonna win. It was gonna have to be about the defenses, who was gonna be able to stop who, and they was able to protect Tom Brady pretty good in that game. Um, I could tell that Patrick Mahomes was very, he was limping. The injury was from that turf toe was really keeping him, kind of limiting him to what he can do. They was able to get to him. They had him on the run the whole entire game, and that was pretty much the ball game right there. He couldn't get to his weapons like he normally does, and he was scrambling around the pocket a lot. I mean, he wasn't able to be himself.
Yo, you know what? I didn't know that Tampa Bay had because I don't watch football. So like I literally don't watch football. This was the first game I watched all year, Super Bowl. I don't watch it. But I didn't know that they didn't have I mean I didn't know that Tampa Bay had Ndamukong Suh.
He was scrambling around. Oh yeah,
You know? So I was like, yo, they got big Ndamukong Suh. That's why they putting mad pressure on Patrick Mahomes like that. I was bugging out. I'm like, yeah, of course. You got that dude. He's an animal. And then, Antonio Brown doing his thing and stuff, getting some touchdowns, whatever. I was like, all right, I see y'all. I see y'all. Well, that was a
yeah.
pretty cool game, I guess.
It was good to watch, and I was happy to see the Bucks secure the victory because they have a lot of diversity on their team. They had like four black assistant coaches, which I was really happy to see that that happened because now they all got Super Bowl championships. They on the defensive side of the ball they had a black defensive coordinator, a black OC. I think it's good that they was able to win. Despite the everybody hyping up the Tom Brady thing.
Oh, what the hell happened to my? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, hold on one second. I don't know what happened just now. Yeah, we good. All right, cool. Yeah, we back. Nah, but yo, Tom Brady, man, like yo, he might be the greatest, man. Like every time I watch football, like that dude's always in. He's always in the Super Bowl, man, just winning. That dude is. Yo, what's his Super Bowl record anyway?
Um, right now, so he's seven. I want to say, and nine, 17, something like that. This
He
is
got seven,
well. This
seven
is
out of
this is
10.
well. This is he got seven championships. So he been to the Super Bowl ten. That was his 10 time.
Yeah, so he's seven and
So
three.
yeah, 7-3. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. All right, let's get into it, man. Because I don't really talk football, man. Sorry, everybody. So yeah, my name is Daniel Artez. This is 265 Media. This is our little weekly chat that we be having and stuff that we just started happening. This is episode number 2. It was supposed to be myself, the big baby Mills and stuff, but everybody out. So it's just me and my guy Corey from the Out of Bounds Sports Podcast today, man. Yay, we're in the building. You know what I mean? Thanks for hanging out. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about this Dallas Mavericks game yesterday, man. Dallas beat the Warriors last night. You know what I'm saying? 134 to 132, 134, 132. And Luca had a good game. Well, Luca had an amazing game, scoring 42 points. But that goddamn Steph Curry, man, 57 points, 11 threes. Like he just was in his bag. So what's your thought about the game, man?
Well, I mean, just aside from the game, I want to kind of talk about Steph a little bit more, and what he's gonna probably have to do with this team. I mean, he's gonna have to have nights like that. I mean, unfortunately, they wasn't able to get the win. When he's having a high scoring output, you gotta um, you gotta win those type of games, especially close ones like that. But Luca is starting to show why he's was the early front runner for the MVP. Um, but it's so many different aspects of his game that he's gonna have to work on. Those turnovers are still high, and he's gonna have to have a little bit more help.
Mm-hmm.
On the offensive end, defensively. They're gonna. I mean, the game was high scoring. So that means there wasn't a whole lot of defense anyway
Yeah, that's
on
true.
either side.
That's true. But like one thing that I didn't like about Dallas's defense on that pick and roll, like they wasn't aggressive on Curry. You know what I'm saying? Like after a while, after he's hitting all these threes, like you got to do something to I don't know. You got to do something to keep him to run him off the line at least something. You know what I'm saying? I know it's easier said than done, but like I just thought that the effort for Curry to shoot I mean well to make 11 threes, like the 3-point defense was just bad. And the Mavericks just had the ball just bounce their way at the last minute. You know what I mean? My man Maxi Kleber hit the big shot, man. But what's your thoughts about that Mav defense though on Steph?
I mean, we know that the Mavs don't play a whole lot of defense anyway. That's just really just not their game. I know that they wanted to add more pieces to pretty much increase their defense. And that's why you got James Johnson. That's why you went and got Josh Richardson because they wanted to improve defensively. Which they did kind of sort of from last year. That's why they end up kind of letting Steph's brother go to Philadelphia. And they got Josh Richardson because he's one of their their good two-way players. He's probably the best two-way player on their roster. The KP, he's gonna have to start being aggressive more. I don't really like how he's not really playing a whole lot of defense, and with his size, I mean, you want him to play a lot more defense. So they really don't have a big that's going to be that enforcer. That's probably what they're missing right there. Just that one enforcer that only thing you do is just sit there and redirect shots, grab rebounds, and just that nasty player. They just don't have it.
Yeah, they had a player like Andre Drummond, man. Dallas would be crazy if they had a player
Oh
like
yeah.
man. But like back to Steph though, man. Like his it's crazy. I'm just looking at my notes and like where he shot 11 from 19 from three. That's his 16th game where he made at least 10 3-pointers, and nobody else has five. You know what I mean? In the NBA history, like the shots that he was making, like the even the degree of difficulty, the shots that he was making, like when he did that pull up from the logo, man, I was just like, yo, this dude is just in his bag, yo. Like it's just he's just insane, man. 57, like I mean, but you're right though. Listen, they needed all those points, and they still couldn't win.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I think that Curry. I never looked at Curry as one of the ones that's going to carry a team. And even though he's been MVP twice, he's been unanimous MVP. He just don't really look like the type of person that can just carry a franchise on his own. And if you think about all the champions that did win, I don't think that Curry has ever won a Finals MVP. Even though that he was phenomenal in the season, but I think that Curry is gonna have to have games like this to kind of prove a lot of people wrong that he can carry this team into the playoffs at least.
Yeah, that's true, man. But I was just impressed, man. You know what I'm saying? But let's talk about Doncic real quick because he hasn't really been up to par. You know what I'm saying? He really hasn't been up to par with his 3-point shooting all season. He was shooting 29%, but he was 7 for 12. I think that this game for Luca actually, probably turns his 3-point shooting around, man. Now he's getting that confidence where he can hit that shot and everything. I think that Luca is going to definitely turn everything around for him. I mean, I'm a big fan of Luca's game, man. He's really dope. He's really dope to me, man. But like we gotta understand, like a lot of people will be critical of Dallas, but we've been in those Dallas Maverick spaces now. like with the press conferences and everything, and just like paying more attention to Dallas. Like this is like their first time really with their whole team all season.
No, they play about this is their third. They
Third
play
game.
three
Well,
games.
well, all right, okay. Let's just say they first week then, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
like so like with COVID just decimated them for a minute. So I think that if Dallas can just stay healthy, stay away from COVID tracing and stuff, you know what I mean? I think that they can make a run. I really think they could turn it around.
Well, I mean, I thought they had a good chance last year if it wasn't for the refs getting involved. When they was
Yeah.
in the bubble, I think that they had a good chance of knocking off the Clippers because I mean, Luca was doing pretty good alone, and then KP ended up getting hurt in that first game. It kind of derailed them. If you think about, basketball, it's a lot about momentum, and I think
Hmm.
Dallas had the momentum that first game. They had the energy, but then the refs stepped in, kind of deflated them, and went downhill after that. But with this team, honestly, they I would be looking at more so with coaching
Mm.
than anything as far as like personnel and things like that. It might be time for that change. I hate to say it, but it's just kind of outdated. Kind of
Hold
like,
on.
you
Wait,
know,
hold on. You think that it's time for Dallas to make a coaching change?
I would say, bro. I mean, it's just I don't know. It might be a little too early. I mean, but I would just say because with Luca, he he has some he just missing something in his game.
Mm.
It's something in his game it's just not there. And I don't think that with him is he's going to be able to take this team that far.
Mm. Okay.
Because and I know that and they primarily have him with the ball in his hand, but his turnovers is gonna have to cut down a lot too.
Yeah. We've been seeing a lot of that. Yeah. You know, it's like, but it's up to him because with a guy like Luca, like you gotta have the ball, gotta be in his hands, man. Like, but he definitely got to make better decisions. I don't know what, like, it feels like it looks like how James Harden's looking with the Nets right now, just getting to a new team and not really, getting the chemistry down pat yet. But Luca been there already for some, he got some time there. So I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he got to like chill on the fancy pass and just keep it simple. You know what I mean? Dumb it down for his teammates. You know what I mean? What you think?
Yeah, I mean, I like I said, I mean, I really don't like Luca being the primary ball handler for this team like that. Down the stretch, I feel like they need a primary ball handler,
Hmm.
one that's not really looking for his shot, but just getting the offense together. But then I was thinking about that. Luca has to have the ball, right? Because that's his game. Like I've never seen him do anything off the ball.
That's true. That's true. But I mean, like he's your best player, so it's like some things you just gotta live and die with when it comes to him. You know what I'm saying? I would want the best player. You know what I mean? I would want the best player on my team with the ball. You know what I mean at all times and stuff. So you know what I mean. So let's talk about this trade real quick though that happened today. Um, Derrick Rose it went to Derrick Rose goes back to New York. You know,
Yeah.
like for Dennis Smith Jr. or whatever. I think they got like some picks or whatever. But what's your thoughts about that trade though?
Very peculiar. I don't know if for both sides really. I mean, it means the Knicks just being the Knicks. I think
You know what?
it's
I think
just
I think for Dennis Smith Jr. he wins because he get a chance to actually play. You know what I'm saying? And but like with Derrick Rose, I would think that he would want it to be traded to a contender. You know what I mean? At this part of his career or something like that. There's definitely some teams that could use him. You know what I mean? Maybe your Lakers could use him. You know, or
yeah, definitely. We
yeah,
definitely would have took Derrick Rose.
you know what I mean. So I don't understand the move for Derrick Rose's sake, but I understand it for Dennis Smith Jr. because Obviously his time was up in New York. He couldn't even make the rotation. You got Emmanuel quickly, who stepped in and stepped up and everything. You know what I mean? So, with Derrick Rose going to the Knicks, we obviously know the Tom Thibodeau connection and everything. So I'm just, I hope it works well for him. I really do.
I don't know why you I don't know why you go back to a coach that almost ruined your career out of the minutes you was playing.
This is the third time he played for him. Played for them for Chicago, played for him in Minnesota, and then now about to go play for him in New York.
Yeah, I don't know. Thibodeau is just I mean, he's not really a head coach to me. He was really good when he was an assistant coach. And as a head coach, I mean, he just ain't been able to get it done with any team he's been on. Outside
Yeah,
of the one championship he won in Boston with Doc.
yeah. I feel bad. I feel bad for Emmanuel quickly though, man. He been having a good season. I think that when you do the rookie of the year rankings, he's definitely like top three. With having like Tyrese Halliburton one. I think that I would give quickly two, and then I would go with no, I'm sorry, I'm tripping. I'm super tripping. LaMelo Ball one, Halliburton two, and quickly three. That would be my top three rookies right now. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think he should sacrifice his minutes just because Derrick Rose is there. I mean,
That's what you
maybe
know how
he just
Thibodeau is, man. He don't like playing rookies, man. So it's gonna be something, man. It's gonna be something. Like you gotta understand, like with quickly as I'm looking at my notes, like he outperformed, Alfred Payton everywhere. Like, you know, he's it's just crazy. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't understand it at all. I mean, obviously we know the connection, like I said earlier, with Derrick Rose and the coach and stuff, but like quickly is good. Y'all can start over. This is how I feel. I feel like quickly could win Rookie of the Year if the Knicks just let him go and play him.
yeah. I mean, I don't. I'm not sure because I'm not sure what the Knicks because I won't watch a lot of the Knicks games, and I really didn't know anything about quickly up until I started seeing his names on highlights and things like that.
Yeah.
Um, but I would like to see what it's gonna look like with Derrick Rose back into his lineup because they do need a point guard, a veteran point guard, but I don't know if what kind of Derrick Rose shape they're gonna get. What he can actually get his team.
Well, Derrick Rose, he's not a bad player. He's solid. He's still having a solid season. He was sitting out some games and stuff. He's still averaging about 14 points a game though. So he's not doing too bad. But I would have just say, hey, go with the youth. You know what I'm saying? Go with the youth movement instead of doing this right here. You know what I mean? So I mean, it's just weird. But I guess hey, I understand. I guess this is weird, man.
What up?
Yeah, what's going on? What's going on, Big Baby?
Not much, man. Yeah, about that Derrick Rose trade, man. I feel like that Detroit's in a rebuilding year, so they're gonna try to bring everybody out of Detroit, like Blake Griffin, So, but it worked. I understand why Derrick Rose got traded back to New York. Tom Thibodeau, he was with him in Minnesota, Chicago, now New York. New York's a talented team. And it's gonna be interesting to see how that Derrick Rose fits with the young assets that New York has.
Yeah, I agree. But you know what, man? Like I think I think the Knicks is having a little buyer's remorse with Obi Toppin. Now that you see Tyrese Halliburton making it happen right now, and Obi hasn't. Like I don't know, they might be having a little bit of buyer's remorse, not only because of that, because they didn't. Nobody thought that Julius Randle was going to be this right here. What we're seeing right now. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? It's like, do
Yeah.
you even play Toppin at some point because of how good Julius Randle been? Julius Randle been like really good. I mean, I got him when I do my All Star podcast. I got him on the All Star roster because of how he been playing this season.
Yeah, man, he's been dominating. I looked at the numbers. Julius Randle's having a better overall numbers than Anthony Davis. So he's just having one of those years where he's going to make the All Star team. And shout out to Julius, man, dominating. And I saw this from him when he was with the Lakers and he went to the New Orleans Pelicans. So it's just I'm not surprised by Julius Randle's growth from when he's with the Lakers Now Nick, not surprised him dominating this level. Not surprised one bit.
Yeah, but let's not get it twisted though. Just because Julius Randle is putting up better numbers than AD, that doesn't
Yeah,
mean nothing. Let's not get it twisted, because
yeah, no.
yeah, it just happens like that right now. It's just a team that listen. I would rather Julius Randle put up better numbers than AD going all out and get injured at the wrong time of the season.
Yeah,
You know,
yep, yep.
and a lot of people, as we move on to the Lakers real quick, you know, what I mean, a lot of people got to understand that on a LeBron-led team, he don't like when his teams peak too early. So it's
Yeah,
always just a gradual build. So when they're playing their best, by the time the playoffs come, so I don't think anybody should really, feed into what Anthony Davis is doing. You know what I'm saying?
definitely. No, it's a long season, and
I,
like said in the Ali Clifton podcast with Jefferson, that AD was playing with the messed up foot. You
Mm.
know, so and also coming back from the get to get used to stuff as far as like the rhythm and stuff. But I'd rather have AD go struggle now, figure it out, and then turn up in the playoffs. You know, that's what this Laker team's about. They're going to turn up in the playoffs. And the last night's game versus Detroit, it happened. It's basketball. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Hey,
Lakers
big
do.
baby,
Yeah.
turn your phone to the landscape mode, because I can see nothing but your chest. There you go.
There you go. I'll hold it. I'll hold it.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not worried about AD whatsoever, man. You know, we know what he represents in the
Yeah.
and when he's playing, I mean, he's not shooting the ball particularly well. His free throw percentages are down from last year. But I'm not worried about him. The one person I'm worried about is Marc Gasol. What are we gonna do with him? He's almost unplayable. I mean, we need to be making a change with that when before the trade deadline. Ends up coming and passing, because I don't see us keeping him for too much longer, because we are really sacrificing a lot in the middle when we have him in there. He's getting 2 points and 5 fouls, and we're just gonna have to do something, before this gets too bad, because I see this rearing its ugly head if we get to the playoffs and we still got the same problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. I
Mm-hmm.
agree, man. I just feel like I need to get another backup big man, because
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like y'all one injury away from hurting your chances of getting this title. You know?
You know.
I think that was dumb for us to get rid of JaVale and Dwight. We should have kept one of them, tried to at least, because I
Yeah.
think we messed up.
I just
Well,
think with the white man, I don't know. His locker room presence is kind of different, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't trust him.
yes.
You know what I mean? Like, could he do it again? You
We're not
know,
crashing the glass. We're not crashing the glass like we was last year. The energy and like any big can come in there and have a big night against us right now. And with AD kind of struggling, I mean, we're gonna need to sign somebody.
I,
We need to be looking on the buyout market, see what Drummond up to, something.
yeah, I don't think they're gonna buy out Drummond, because they're gonna have to. They're gonna. I don't know. If Drummond want to give up all that money.
mm-hmm.
You know how? Hey, Corey. You know what we about? We about that. We about that family legacy, baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
He gonna have to give up half of that. He's like
Yeah.
27.
Yeah,
Like,
that's he
yeah.
done made money.
Mm-hmm. The player that I want the Lakers to go get, if he's available, probably he will. I think we should go try to call Sacramento and get Whiteside. You know, get Whiteside. He can block shots, rebound. That's what we need right now. You know, as far as Marc Gasol.
But Sacramento need him more. They ain't gonna trade him though. But Sacramento, they right there, man. They having a good year too. They right there. They're gonna be their first time in the playoffs since Ron played for them.
Yeah, but as far as Dwight, you know, it's unfortunately left. But according to my sources, Lakers forced him to take the deal, and Dwight wanted to wait on it. According to my sources, and it is what it is now at this point. You know, and Laker fans stop trying to praise Marc Gasol for his passing. I understand he's a great passer, but he looks scared to shoot. He'll be wide open and throw it to KCP in the corner. I'm like, shoot, you got the top of the key. Shoot the ball. Don't be scared. And when he gets the offensive rebound, and puts it back up, he gets scared and throws it out. Don't be doing that. You know, we got to have Marc Gasol dominate like he was in Memphis and Toronto, but he's not playing up to par. But I feel like if he continues to struggle, wouldn't be surprised if Rob Pelinka convinces Marc Gasol to waive the no trade clause. I'm getting frustrated with Marc Gasol. He's not panning out. He's not.
Exactly.
It's off.
Exactly. I see my guy Zach just subscribed. Thanks for the subscription, Zach. Off the Glass Podcast, 265 Media's own Zach. Let's get it. Shout outs. Shout outs to Mr. Sultan also for subscribing as well. Thank you very much. Yeah, but y'all Lakers got a lot. It's like nobody's worried, but I have my worries. I know Corey has his worries about LA and stuff, man. And I think it's warranted to have those worries because I just don't like I just feel like the potential injury problem like they can have, man, and they ain't gonna have no backup big. I know you got LeBron and AD, but it's like I don't know, man.
I was looking at the roster for the free agents. Jan Yehimi is a free agent. I think we should go get him. He used to play on Dallas and Washington.
Yeah, I know who he is. Of course.
Yeah, he can
Yeah,
bring
that's the pickup. Nice, solid, big man, tough big man. I also mentioned I think Jeremy Bell. He's I think I don't want to guarantee it, but I think Jeremy Bell is a free agent too as well. And I think that
Didn't they released him, didn't they? The
I think
Lakers
somebody
had him,
released him.
didn't
Yeah, somebody released him,
Jordan.
I think
That was Jordan
Yeah.
Bell.
Jordan Bell. I mean, I said Jeremy Bell. Jordan
Yeah,
Bell. Jeremy Bell.
Jordan Bell
Jordan Bell.
Jordan Bell came over from when they got rid of JaVale. They had him and waived him.
Yeah.
But it's but also too. What about Marcin Gortat?
Oh man, I do like 76 years old.
Everybody want to go top, man. Hell no.
I do 1,000 years old, man. I do.
Nah, he gonna you complain about Gasol, he ain't gonna give you nothing.
Yeah, that's gonna be even worse. Well, what about like Dwayne Dedman and stuff? Like he out there still, Lakers will figure it out, man. The Lakers will figure it out.
Yeah, they always do. They'll figure it out.
Yeah.
They know what the problem is. I mean, you can't have Marc Gasol out there giving you 2 points for 5 fouls, and then the first quarter, man, he stay in foul trouble. I don't know what's going on. And sometimes games I be wanting LeBron to give a little bit more offensively. He be trying to get the other guys involved. The ball hit his hand and he passing it around. I know this is his game, but he gonna have to, really assess what he got on this team because AD kind of struggling, and when the AD struggling, he needs to be that alpha man and not be trying to pass the ball so much. They be throwing the ball to him and he'll pass it to somebody else, trying to get other guys involved. It kind of takes away from his offensive talents.
Do you think that Gasol is pacing himself?
For what?
That's what them veteran teams be doing. Oh, we got a Sacramento Kings question. I'm about to put it on the screen. We got a Sacramento Kings question. DC 310 said, "What are your thoughts on the Sacramento Kings? Is my boy Fox an all-star now?" I say yes. De'Aaron Fox, aka Mr. Get to the Baja, is an all-star this year, man. That dude been amazing.
I don't know. The only reason why I say that because they didn't let Bradley Beal in last year.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I say he's an all-star, but like what Zach just said too, it's too many guards in the West, man. So he might be on the outside looking in, but I say he is though. He's definitely playing like one. Maybe, maybe
He
somebody
gonna be
might.
one of them coaches pick or something.
Yeah, man. But I want him to be an all-star, man. I like how he's been playing, man. He's really good. And Zach said, "Yeah, the Sacramento Kings is 6-1. You know what I mean, beating some good teams too. You know." So I would like to see him I would like to see him get recognized. You know what I'm saying? I think
That
they.
coach is just so garbage. They
Who
got I do not like Luke Walton at all. He got his 2 jobs because of what he did with the Warriors, and and he really didn't do nothing. It's just basically if you think about this, they gave him the keys to a Ferrari, and all he had to do was just make sure that he didn't crash it. that year he took over for Steve Kerr, and then he ended up getting the Lakers gig. Didn't do nothing with the Lakers, and then he got Sacramento. Hoping that they can kind of get something from the when he played for the Warriors. He just hanging on that Warriors year.
I mean, Coolio's still hanging on to them last braids. You know what I mean? Some people just know how to do it. Right? You know what I mean? you know, yeah, Booker, Curry, Dame, CP3. Yeah, Zach hitting it on the head. It's gonna be hard for Fox. I would want him to be, but like when you look at the names, man, it's gonna be tough. Like, how the hell can De'Aaron Fox beat out Devin Booker, Steph Curry, Dame, Chris Paul? That's crazy. How can
He
he?
not.
Somebody got to get snubbed. That's the way it is. Then somebody has to get snubbed for real. Like who you snubbing out of
And,
that? Like, you know what I mean?
and
That's it right there.
Book gonna legitimately make it this year because last year he didn't get a chance to make it on his own merit. They somebody had got hurt. I think Dame got hurt last year,
Yeah,
and they ended up putting Book in. But he gonna definitely make it this year. So I don't really see De'Aaron having a spot, unless something happened like an injury or something.
yeah, man. It's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be tough. But
I
yeah,
mean, his play gives him opportunity. I mean, to say that yeah he should be, but I don't think this year it's gonna happen.
yeah. I agree. I want him to be, so I'm gonna call him it because he been playing really good, man. Like he been playing really good. He still got that chip on his shoulder for being drafted behind Lonzo Ball. You know what I mean? I know y'all Lakers wish y'all had him. You know what I mean? Somebody that can score, attack, and everything, man. Just getting better and better and better and better every year. You know what I mean? So like, I think he's gonna be a star. I hope he makes an All Star team. In the near future. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be interesting to see how he breaks in with those top them top guards. I think that what he needs to do is get into this playoffs this year and then make some noise in these playoffs. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, really go out there and go at it. And I think that'll get his name let his name ring some bells. That dude is tough. Texas born, Texas bred player right there. Dude is nasty
I
with
don't
it.
see them making the playoffs though.
I mean, I don't know what place they're in, but with this whole 10 spots or whatever, who knows? Anything can happen. You know what I mean? So right now they are in the playoffs. Right now they're in ninth place. You know what I'm saying? So if the playoffs ended, because they got those playing
Yup,
games, yeah, they're in it.
we'll see. We'll
You
see.
know what I mean? So Houston got the last one. They in 10th right now. You know,
Oh, they get 10. They get 10 slots now.
yeah, it's 10 slots for the playing game this year. The playing games. So that's a postseason
Okay, they
game.
might. They might got something. They might.
Yeah, that's a postseason
They
game.
might.
Yeah, so I would like to see him get in there and make some noise, man. Who else we got? But Dallas, I think Dallas, they're gonna make a late run, man. If they just keep their team, they're gonna make a late run. I really do. I really do think that,
Yeah,
man.
they get in. I'm not worried about them. They got too much talent, and I think that they'll figure it out. I mean,
Salute,
they just been
salute,
they
Zach.
been
Salute.
kind of ravaged with the COVID protocols, and they ain't really
Yeah,
played together like that. But they'll figure it out. I just think that just I think the coaching philosophy needs to. I know I said something about just a coaching change, but maybe they just need to change the philosophy of this team a little bit more and prioritize defense a lot more than they have been over the past couple of years.
yeah,
Because we already know offensively they talented, but they need to prioritize the defensive side of the ball a lot more. Getting after it on in guys and grabbing, crashing the glass offensively and defensively. And I think they'll be all right. They got the height and the length to do it, but I don't know why they don't get in there and crash the glass like they should.
yeah. That's crazy. Phoenix is fourth in the West right now, man. Like they really been doing a thing. They really been doing a thing.
CP3, bro.
That Chris
You
Paul,
put a leader.
yeah. Like,
I mean, that's what it is, bro. Your
all right.
leadership.
Let me ask you a question. And I know Zach isn't here. and stuff. Zach, thank you for the awards and stuff, man. Salute. And I know Zach is in here. Like, what does Chris Paul has to get his Phoenix team to get some of that? All right, he may not win MVP, but like to get that top five consideration, like you know what I'm saying? Like, what does he have to do? They are fourth. They're fourth in the West. I think when you look at it by percentage, they have I think they have like the like seventh, eighth best record or whatever right now, whatever. But they're fourth in the West right now. Just to not to get too technical, they're fourth in the West. Like, what more does CP3 has to do? Look what Phoenix was at last year, and look where they're at this year. You know what I'm saying? So it's like for CP3 to get some MVP consideration. You know what I mean? Like, where does he have to lead his team to in the West?
Um, you asking me, right?
Yeah, well, you and Zach. You know what I mean? You and Zach.
Well, I mean the case is already open already. I mean you already made it already. I mean it just really the voting system for MVP is so I think it's awful how they vote for the MVP because I think that LeBron should have won it last year, and it was kind of crazy that he didn't. But that's another topic for another day. But I think that the case is already open for CP3 this year. I mean, going to that team, they haven't really done anything, over the last few years with the talent that they had with Devin Booker.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're talking about they're in the fourth. I mean, that's all CP3 and his leadership. You install a leader, like that, and it just re-energizes people. So I think that the case is already open. It's just more so about the voters giving him that consideration.
Yeah, that's true. And look at my Spurs.
He definitely gonna get the consideration. He definitely get in the conversation. I
Yeah,
think, in my opinion, because I've seen him ball out, against when they played the Mavericks that one game. I was like, man, what's going on with CP3?
that dude's so good, man. You see, they do so good, man. But look at my Spurs, man. We fifth right now, man. 13-10. We fifth. We ahead of Denver. we we right
Yeah, they
there.
sneaky. They're sneaking right now. I saw them. They're doing pretty good, but they're kind of sneaking in there.
Yeah,
Nobody really talking about them.
yeah. And then you got Utah number one, best record in the league right now. Utah. It's, can Utah actually like win a championship though? Like, could they actually like really be scared and make a nice little conference finals run? I
I don't
mean,
see that ever happening. I don't see nobody going to Utah. They gonna have to do it through the draft.
yeah, I mean they got the team right now and stuff, and they locked up their main players too for some years. With Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be crazy. But I'm
The
gonna really,
playoffs look suspect for them.
but I'm gonna really focus on the bottom part, the fun part of the playoffs, like this bottom part, because you're gonna have like Golden State, Portland, Sacramento, Houston, Memphis, New Orleans, look Oklahoma City as well, and then Dallas is trying to make a run back. You know, it's gonna be fun to see how this bottom of the because look, Golden State, all right, between eighth place and ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th is basically 2.5 games, yo. 2.5 games between 14th place and eighth place. So that's gonna be fun to see how that go. You know what I mean? Because Dallas, Golden State is eighth place at 12 and 11, and we got Dallas is 10 and 14. Like that right there is that much error right there. You know what I mean? So Dallas can definitely make some noise real quick. They can go in a little quick, you know, win 6 out of 10 and be back in the fold or whatever and stuff, man. They just got to maintain, what I mean, their COVID stand and make sure they ain't getting any more tracing. Stay away from people. Actually, you still got to keep yourself in the bubble. You know what I mean? Really, the Lakers really been good at that. No cases at all. You know.
Yeah, they the champs for a reason. I mean, they the only ones that took the bubble seriously.
Yeah, they did. They did it up to a point where they was going to leave though. But yeah,
They wasn't gonna leave, man. Like you knew that, man, you knew they wasn't gonna leave. I knew that they. I mean, that was. I don't think they was gonna legitimately leave. I really didn't, bro.
mm. I
That's just
mean,
my opinion. Like
they,
they had the team. I think LeBron, like it just was too good to pass up.
yeah. No, I understand because LeBron chasing that legacy and stuff. Yeah, he can't. LeBron really he really won that. He can't run away from no championship winning opportunity, yo. I mean, he gonna have to
That was
do it.
his. They were their best. They had to do it that year because this year it's they not. I don't think it's locked because of what the issues we already talked about already.
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
it's kind of scary, you know, right now because
yeah, that's true.
there's other teams in the West that are good. I mean, but I don't know. I mean, it's my team. I'm rocking with them, but they got some issues right now. That's I feel like it's going to be a big problem if they don't get addressed early rather than later.
Basically, Corey wants Marc Gasol to go home.
Man, wherever he got him from, they need to go right back to that place where they got him from and drop him back off.
That's funny, man. That's funny. All right, yo. Well, we're gonna get out of here, man. Time to get some sleep. I actually got to take some notes and prepare for something. I know I got a show on Tuesday and stuff. I think if Zach's still listening, I think we're gonna do like a little all star, little fake all star picks or whatever. Maybe after the second return, I'll figure it out. Or maybe we might just talk about this weekend's games or something like that. Something official
Let
for
me know,
Tuesday.
bro.
Yeah, definitely, man, definitely. All right, man. Well, yo, you have a good night, man. You be safe, man.
You do the same. Thank you for inviting me on. I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
definitely. Oh, yeah. I know we got to do tomorrow. Damn. We gotta make. We gotta make those email calls. Make sure that we in the Dallas and Minnesota tomorrow.
Yeah, we got to definitely make sure we in the mix with that. And
Yeah,
then if you can work on that other contact, I definitely would appreciate that.
yeah. Most def, yo. All right, yo. We'll be. Oh, hold on. Somebody said hi. Hello. Who do you think is rookie of the year? Stay tuned for tomorrow. We'll be back to talk about rookie of the year, rookie picks. We will be back tomorrow. Okay, but there's a bunch of them. It's too many. It's too many to choose as one. But we will definitely chat about that. All right, Corio. You have a good night, brother.
All right, man. Peace out.
Peace.